roll-up, extreme roll-up. It's a technique which allows you to go on a fairly steep wall, and the technique is as follow. The approach, it's walking speed. If you approach very fast, the bike will have a tendency to push you off the wall. It's very hard not to approach fast because you feel like you can't make it. So with Oliver here, I teach him first on a wall which was probably about 4, maybe 5 foot high, to open the throttle, squat down the bike, walking speed approach, and then dump the clutch. So the bike went about 45 degrees angle, and then when he was on the top, just push the bike forward with the handlebar. So he landed on the top. You can also use these techniques with holding the wheelie on the top, or put the brake and then just basically do the dead stop. But when you practice a roll-up, will be a good idea first to practice even like uphill techniques like this one on the first gear. Just don't be afraid to slip the clutch, open the throttle, and then just basically go up. Because when you go and do the roll-up like Oliver is doing right now on the first time, actually, he's a 14.5 years old boy, and I was extremely proud of him that he practiced those techniques with me, and then actually he did it. But before we did the big wall, I used first the small walls. I used the techniques which he can open the throttle fully first gear going uphill on a mossy slope, and then I teach him how to, or actually I told him how to do the roll up on a wall, on this wall. It looks it was actually quite intimidating, to be honest, at first, but then he gets more and more comfortable with it. With this technique, the approach, it's a walking speed. You open the throttle at least 3/4 up to fully open, slip the clutch, the wheel goes about 45 degrees angle, kiss the rock, and this creates this opportunity for the bike to clear the plate and then just climbs up, and then you can either shut the gas or keep it open and then just basically keep a little bit like a wheelie. With this one here, you can see it was from the dead stop about 2 meters. I roll it, I open the throttle fully, slip the clutch, 100% of the power. I squat on the bike really hard to keep the traction, second gear, and then as you can see about 1/3 of the way up, I was able to actually unload the pegs and jump on the top. But before I did this, I pushed the bike forward with my hands. Yes. So again, you can see on the dirt in the slow motion how much throttle I have. So please absolutely don't keep your finger on the front brake lever. Keep it nicely open, squat down the bike, look at the obstacle, and then if before about this wall, about 1/2 meter, dump the clutch, and this bike will take you up. I wish you all the success.